Okay, this is Guns Noz Washes with one of their like paper top vitrios, man. It's like we gonna like redo something that we've done many times over the years because I don't think people are getting it or understanding it. Possibly, you might now. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a graph, real simple. We go to the y-axis, we go on x-axis, man. This one is numbers. Oh, it looks like a hashtag. Woo! And this is time. Wow, man. I could have like used some like variables, dude, and like made it work. But it's like, dude, it's a thing. So I've drawn this many times for my subscribers over the years, and people kind of like washed over, and I've been accused of being, whatever. But the reality is with current situations, you're going to understand. This is why I have not posted a video on COVID, just because to me, this is nothing. So here's the gig. Population. This is number of population, man. Now, you go along here, and you go like, God, population does this, there, the other, and and everybody's seen me draw this line, and then it does this, and then it goes, we're going to do that. Now, this marks the Industrial Revolution, when the amount of calories that a society is able to use is increased to a point to where, it like goes like out of control, man. Like 1 calorie expended does not create 1 calorie of food, or this, that, and the other, man. And I've like sat there and said, dude, it's like, dude. Right now we are there, and I've said this like for years. This is not new. Anyone who's seen my channel before knows that this literally, whether you're looking at bacteria in a petri dish, whatever you're at, this, there, or the other, when you artificially create calories in an environment, this is the situation you get. You get logarithmic growth, exponential growth, whatever, man. Don't care. And normally, once those calories are this, there, or the other, it goes back down to here and da da da. And people have seen me draw this graph and go, you bet humanity's like a really good creature, and we're like able to adapt and this, that, or the other, and we're not going to destroy our environment, and we're going to go somewhere in here. Now, this is coronavirus is the beginning of things that will happen. Why is that? Because of population numbers, and just because of concentration, because of this, there, or the other. Because when any population grows to a certain point, they start destroying their environment, which makes their inability to reproduce, and their numbers start to flatten out. And once you destroy your environment, then your environment dictates the number that can actually exist, this, there, or the other. So anyway, now I've shown this graph over time, and everyone sat there and goes, "Oh my God, he's a head of a cult or some crazy shit." Actually, biologist and ecologist. Sorry, with biology major, chemistry minor, psychology, religion, computer science. I don't like computers, so it's a thing. Uh, was my first set of degrees, and then engineering mathematics. Uh, went to med school too, but that's a whole other issue, and I just don't go there. So anyway, uh, so this graph typically, like with bacteria or with anything else, once you artificially increase the calories in which they can use through fossil fuels, through whatever they're using, typically goes to yeah, and then this, that, or the other, which means this level and this level are similar, actually the same. So when you actually add the artificial calories, you know, then everything tails off this area, dot dot. That would be like with bacteria in a growth medium, uh, which it wouldn't be so much in a petri dish because they would expedite. They would actually use the entire growth media, uh, but this, there, or the other. But in any ecological functioning ecological system, well, let's do it that way. So, anyway, man, and my argument was humanity, even though we were here, is going to tail off and it will go to a lower number. Why will it go to a lower number? Why? Because of the environmental constraints based on, I don't know, just environmental constraints based on the environment. I mean, it's just a simple thing. It's not rocket science, guys. Things get warm, water gets hot. Water is where most of our oxygen comes from. It doesn't come from rainforest, doesn't come from those kind of places, this, there, or the other, because a rainforest is a zero-sum game. The amount of calories in which they produce, the amount of resources in which they use, always ends up equal. So it's not coming from the rainforest down south. Our oxygen, the vast majority of it comes from the oceans. And it's like, and yeah, I don't write well, went to med school, give me a break. So the oceans are actually where the vast majority of our oxygen comes from. Now, the difference between the temperature, and we're just going to go temp, oh my God, between our civilization and where the dinosaurs lived was literally, from what I recall, 2 degrees Celsius. Now, that's not 2 degrees Fahrenheit for the Fahrenheit crowd. Sorry, not a thing. But 2 degrees Celsius. Now, what you're realizing right now is, oh, not what you're realizing, but the snake population and a lot of the other things and people who are having to deal with predators and things that are moving up north in that they're America, man, it's America, are moving north because their habitat and their ability to move north, you know, this, there, the other, dude. Because the habitat, man, is like moving they're upstairs, man. Going, woo! Yeah, go and get her done. Anyway, so habitat is actually moving north. You can see the increasing temperatures in various zones, because temperature in the world is not homogeneous. It's not like everything raises a couple degrees. It's not like everything raises 1 degree or this, there, or the other. It's actually based on fluid dynamics, which which I'm going to blow your mind, man. We live in a fluid. The Earth's atmosphere is a fluid. But it's a compressible fluid. Now, so it obeys all the laws of a fluid, but it can be compressed. So air can be compressed. You can take air and compress it into a tank. You can do this, there, or the other. But it still obeys all the other things. So it's a gas and a fluid. Anyway, Let's get outside of engineering. But the thing is, man, this is the thing. I've shown this to my subscribers for years, and it's happening. And I'll make more videos, and I'll start getting back more into it. But I just needed to make this one after this has gone on for some period of time, just so that you understand that there is evidence that actually and information that goes with our data. And the more people that die, the more data is created. So we're good. Peace out, Girl Scout. Bye.